and gentlemen, Brandon the B-Man Morocco here, and I'm here to talk about this week's race in NASCAR, the Southern 500. This is a big classic race at the hardest track in NASCAR, and I think it's going to be a good one. The day before Mother's Day, this is going to be an action-packed weekend, because we got Saturday NASCAR, Friday night NASCAR, nationwide, and we have Sunday on Mother's Day, and I'm excited about this weekend. I get really excited when I come to this track because there's always a lot of wrecks here, and it's a hard track. The track's motto is too tough to tame. A lot of the drivers say this is the hardest track that they come to the race on. So I'm going to pick my picks for this week. First off, I'm saying all of Roush Fenway Racing is going to do great. They always do good here. In the past couple of years, yes, I know, Hendrick does have the most wins, but the top fives in Hendrick, they have 6, and Jack Roush has 5. But the top 10s, Hendrick has 7, and Jack Roush has 8. But the most recent all has been by Jack Roush. But the Jack Roush person I am going to pick, I'm going to say Greg Biffle. You gotta go with your favorite. He won last year at Darlington, started his 2-race win streak, and then in the spring race he was doing great until he blew up his engine. I don't think that's going to happen this year, but you do have to watch out for Kyle Busch. He won last week. He's always good for a 2-peat, maybe even a 3-peat, but he is a great driver. He's really good here, but last time we were here, his tire blew up. I know the track has been repaved, but I'm not thinking Kyle Busch is going to win. But if anyone other than Jack Roush wins, I'm going to say him. So, my B driver, hang on a minute, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm in a fantasy league in Yahoo.com where you pick an A driver and 2 B drivers and a C driver. And the A drivers, of course, are the best, and the 2 Bs are like the average middle people. Basically, all the A drivers, all the people who are in the chase, and the B drivers are just the people who are almost in the chase, and the C drivers are just not the good ones. So for my B driver this week, I picked Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch, he's always good. I think he's going to do good. Everyone picked him, the experts picked him, and then why not me? But Denny Hamlin I picked because, you know, he always does great here. But then he runs into bad luck. He's the guy who has the most bad luck. And that number 11, even though it's the most lucky number in NASCAR racing history with the most wins, I think it's turning into an unlucky one, Danny. Maybe you should change numbers. But I don't think you can do that. Gonna have to check into that one. But Denny, you just gotta keep your head in the game, and you can finish good. And I hope you finish good because I'm in second. I started off the season all the way down in last, and I've been in last almost the whole year until recently. I started piling up, and now I am in second, and I'm gonna beat him out, and I'm gonna come in the first. Now, my C driver. This is a tough one because C driver usually aren't too good, but I'm going to pick Marcos Ambrose. Marcus has been really good on the short to intermediate tracks. He's not too good at the speedway yet. He's definitely not the best at a super speedway, although he did finish good at Talladega. We haven't been to a road course, but in nationwide last year he was dominant on the road courses. He got his first win, I remember that. But I'm going to pick Marcus Ambrose. He gave me a top 10 finish last time I picked him at Phoenix. And I think he's good for another one. But my upset this week, I'm going to have to say Jimmy Johnson. And believe me on this, I know Jimmy usually isn't an upset. But with all the competition stacked up against him from the Jack Roush stable and Kyle Busch, and he hasn't had the best season this year. He had a crash at Talladega. He didn't do too good last week, and I think that this week, maybe, just maybe, he could do it. I know he's one of my favorites. maybe he could pull through. That'd be great. I'd love to see that, even though I didn't pick him this week. I think it'd be good. But overall, what we can look for in Darlington in the Southern 500 is lots of wrecks, lots of cautions, but in the end, a big sprint to the finish. Last year, we had a great pass. Greg Biffle, my favorite, came up for the win. Congratulations, Biffle. Let's make it a two-peat. Till now, next week, this is Brandon the Beatman Morocco, signing out.